Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Hey Aries, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well and everything's going well for you and you're finding the joy in life and you're having lots of laughs and you're keeping it positive and things are going your way. So I'm sending you all good energy. Keep it positive, keep it flowing. Whatever brings a smile to your face, then that's where you want to go, is to your happy place. So I hope all of you find your happy place today and someone brings some happiness to your life. Okay. So I pulled your energy and I did it differently because I bought a new deck of cards and I'm gonna give you a reading with this new deck of cards. I just got them. I went to Books A Million and I saw this deck of cards and I'm all like, well, they just kind of called to me. So I picked them up. But I did pull your energy and it's one of death. Okay. So your current energy, Aries, is one of death. So this could mean a lot of different things. It could mean that you're currently healing from some ending. It could mean that you've changed and you're transformed in how you see yourself or what you want for yourself. Your outlook on life has changed. Maybe like who you were with in the past, you've changed how you feel about them. Something is transformed within you or within your life. You could have had a transformation. Some of you could have gotten a divorce or ended a relationship or moved to a new place or changed your job, but there's some type of death. Sorry, I was itching. Some type of death in your energy, okay? And I also pulled this, the Eternal Serpent. So this is in your energy and it kind of goes along with death. It says a cycle of power and flow surrounds you. Harness the energy of creation and transformation. So if you're in a state of transformation, keep on going. Keep on transforming yourself and bettering yourself. And if you're in a negative place, then reach for the positive. Keep transforming yourself. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are these people who elevate you, or do they keep you down? Okay? We want to surround ourselves with positivity, okay? So if you can be in a positive mindset, that's the best mindset, I promise you. All right. So with this new deck of cards I've got, it's called the Oracle of the Universe is the deck. Now it shows me this outline here. Okay, so the first card I went ahead and pulled the first card because I wanted to know what the situation was. So the first card you pull is the situation as it is. And Aries, your situation is one of awe and ecstasy. Okay, so for a lot of you, I feel like you were dealing with some type of relationship that brought you a lot of ecstasy and awe. Okay, you two had a lot of chemistry. You had a lot of desire between you two. And maybe that's why this relationship is staying with you, because you know, when someone gets to our desires, they leave an impact on you. When you feel the chemistry, when you feel the heat, when there's sexual energy transmitted between the two of you. Okay, so that's your current situation, is one of awe and ecstasy. Now, the second card I pull is going to be what caused the situation. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull that. What caused this situation? And we got patience. So what caused the situation was patience. So maybe someone was impatient with you. Maybe I'm going to look up the meaning of that. It's number 40. think it's like the last one. And it's called the Blue Snowball. Okay, in our fast-moving world, patience is becoming a lost art. Everyone wants things instantly. Now, yesterday. Delayed gratification isn't something that we value. When I tell folks how long it takes me from having the idea to writing to designing to publication of my work and for it to end up on a shelf in a bookstore, often years. Some can't believe it. Why would you do what you do when it's such a long process? But sometimes good things, big things, take time to form and develop. Okay, so maybe for some of you, for the situation at hand, you're ready to find the one now. Okay, so for some of you, the situation at hand is you want the passion, you want the all, you want the ecstasy. Okay? But Spirit is saying that the situation is calling for you to be patient when it comes to finding that all and ecstasy that you're really looking for. Because you're not just looking for the all and the ecstasy, right? Hopefully. Because you want more than that. So you've got to be patient. So that's what this situation, what caused the situation. Okay, so maybe someone, possibly for some of you, someone was just out for themselves and wasn't patient with the relationship, okay, and demanded too much. That possibly could be a scenario. Okay. Now we're going to get what obstacles are in the way of the resolution. Okay, so what obstacles are in the way for resolution when it comes to this situation? I've got catalyst and justice. Okay. This is very interesting. Catalyst and justice are the obstacles. Okay. So what's standing in your way? What's standing in your way is some type of catalyst and justice. Okay. So you're going to have to, I feel like you're going to have to patiently wait for the situation to be balanced out with the justice card. And catalyst, I'm not sure, I need to look it up. Number 18. Number 18. And this is Hydra. Okay, so with catalyst, it says we all have heard the sayings like, cut the trouble off at its head. Or if you don't stop something at its source, two will take its place. Or perhaps that if you don't address something now, it will grow more heads later. That is the legacy of the multi-headed sea monster, the Hydra. All right. So the obstacle in the way is one of, well, what was that called? 18? So this is the obstacle. It could be, this is kind of difficult, okay? Bear with me, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Is you need to cut off the source of any type of trouble, because that could be preventing you from getting the justice for things to be balanced out. Okay, so you got to, one of the obstacles that you possibly are dealing with is ridding yourself of anything that is causing trouble because trouble can multiply. Okay, so that could be standing in your way of resolution, is what Spirit is saying. And another obstacle could be justice. So maybe some of you are trying to, it could be some of you are playing with trouble because you want to get back at somebody and you want to bring forth your own justice. But that could be an obstacle for you to move on. For some of you, that doesn't apply to all of you, but you playing with trouble could be an obstacle for you. Okay, and it could prevent justice from prevailing, from being carried forth. Okay. All right, what will happen? So the fourth card is, okay. So let's pull the fourth card. It's called What Will Happen Upon Resolution. Okay, what will happen upon resolution? I don't know how this is going. I'm trying. This is very interesting. This spread. Okay. Vows. Vows is going to be what will happen upon the resolution. So if you are patient and you release trouble from your life, okay, then you're going to find the awe and ecstasy you look for. The resolution is in the vows. Okay. So I'm going to look that up. It's number 15. Okay, let's see. All right. Somehow in the day and age, it is a rare thing to be able to hold a secret or make a vow and never break it. While in ancient times, vows were considered a very serious thing. For example, fealty was sworn to the death, and some religions or spiritual vows were punishable by death if broken. Today, our word means less. Our mythos for Ursula Major concern the breaking of a vow. Callistio was a beautiful nymph, and she was sworn a vow of chastity to the maiden goddess Artemis. The father of Artemis, Zeus, saw Callistio and began to woo her. Callistio fell in love with Zeus and conceived a son, whom they called Archaeus. Artemis soon found out about the relationship and banished Callistio from her territory for breaking her vow. Okay, so I think what this is meaning is just if you stick to your word on something here, Aries, stick to what you've already said, then this is going to bring about resolutions to your life. So solutions will, if you hold true to your word and live by your word and your code, then that's going to create some type of resolution in your life, is what Spirit is telling me. Okay? Now we're going to pull 3 cards as action to resolve. Okay, so this will help resolve the situation. These 3 cards. Okay, what are the 3 cards to help resolve the situation, Spirit? This deck is new, and so they're not, there we go. Okay. So I got, okay. So what will help resolve the situation is consistency. So whatever that means for you, if you being consistent is going to resolve your situation. So, and that's the key to a lot of things. That's it, is consistency. Okay, so Spirit is saying you got to put forth the effort, you got to put forth the work, and that's going to help resolve your situation. Okay, and then I got Pisces, bound. Okay, so I need to look that up. We'll get more information on that one. But I would say, like, it could be, Spirit is saying something that can help you resolve your situation is your family bonds, your ties, your friend ties, whatever you're bound to could help you get through, resolve this situation for some of you. And then I've got healing. So once you heal, it's going to really help your situation. Once you release, you let go, you put it behind you, then that's going to resolve and help you move forward. Let's look up bound, because that's an interesting one, and it has to do with the sign of Pisces. It's number 12 in the deck. Okay. It says, we are living in times where it's difficult to bond as a community or even with friends. Did I pronounce that right? Bond is what I meant. Crises like the global pandemic and social upheaval can make the bonds that link us together seem stretched or broken. Humans are social animals. We need each other in compassion, understanding, and I dare say it, kindness, to create and even to survive. Okay? And then this deck is really about like constellations and Greek gods. So it's going to go into a story about the Greeks. It says we had and I'm not really great with Greek words. Mythos, linked to the great war between the Titans and the gods in this case. The terrible battle with Typhon. Typhon was an incredibly powerful monster who had never been defeated. When he came looking for the gods, his might and power frightened them. But as a team, the gods were able to win over the Titans. All right? So this is saying that sometimes you form bonds with people that maybe you misjudge initially. Okay? So sometimes don't judge a book by its cover could be one of the takeaways from this card. Okay? So you might form a lasting bond with someone that you never thought you would. Okay? For some of you, that could be part of your helping you resolve this situation. All right? So to resolve your situation, we'll just recap. Healing needs to take place. Consistency on your part. And then your bond. Your family bonds, your friend bonds. Your support system is going to help you. Okay? Is what I'm getting. Okay, so that's the reading from that deck. I'm sorry it was a little fragmented. I've never done that before, so I could have done that better. But hopefully I'll get it better next time I try to do that with these cards. Okay. All right, I have your angel message, and then we'll give you a tarot card reading, Aries. Okay, so it's once again about the twin flame thing going on here, which at least these messages are quite interesting. At least I find them to be interesting. Okay, so the angels want to tell you this. I got this message through meditation. If you're new here, it says, so it goes when someone wicked this way comes, you have to protect yourself from the karma. That has been carried out with this person. Your false twin flame walks with an air of superiority and is behind the scenes, is drinking themselves to death, sexting strangers, watches porn nonstop, sleeps with strangers, is living with a person who is the same sex, and abusing themselves in so many ways. They soon will be unable to carry out their wicked ways, for they are just too old and washed up to live like this much longer. But they hang around people that are half their age because that's their maturity level. You were wise to wash your hands of them. They are diseased, and soon their body will start to shut down. and they will be unable to live like this, and they know it. They feel the days catching up to them, and the karmic will find another person to take their place. For the karmic is no caretaker, and they will need care soon, but old age is not in their destiny. You, Aries, will receive someone worthy of you, and it will be here soon. So let the wicked go and the new flow. Okay? All right. Wise advice to let the wicked go. So your false, this person who some of you left behind is really, it's rather a tragedy, and it kind of makes me want to cry when I read things that, you know, someone's breaking down and their body is getting too old and they're abusing their body. I don't want anybody to abuse their body. I don't want anybody to feel bad or to not be healthy. You know, this is not a good thing. I don't want this for this person. It's not something I would wish upon anyone, is for them to not be in a good place and to be drinking themselves to death. I don't wish that on anyone, because I had a grandfather who I watched drink himself to death, and well, he stopped drinking, but the damage was done, and he had to go to get dialysis, and so he did that for a couple years, maybe 3, I'm not sure. And then he refused to go. He just wanted to die. He said, I didn't think I'd live this long. And I think he died when he was 70. But he's all like, I've lived long enough, and I didn't even think I'd live this long. So he just let himself shut down, and he died a really tough death, because when you stop dialysis, you know, you just start retaining water. So he just, like, you know, he like bloated. He became really bloated because he had all that water on him, because, you know, he couldn't release it through his kidneys. And so it was not a good way to go. It was kind of a hard way for him to end things, but that's how he was. He was quite the character. He was a very strong man, and he played the fiddle, and I really liked him. He was kind of grouchy though, but which is understandable, because my grandma had to divorce him because, well, my grandparents had 8 kids, and, you know, he was an alcoholic, but he was a pretty good functioning one for a long time. But he was abusive, and he was violent, and they had to sleep in the car sometimes, and he was cheating, and he was riding his motorcycle while drunk all the time, and he was just a tyrant to live with, you know. And he wasn't providing like he should. And, you know, back then, if you needed help, you had to get divorced. So, well, that's how it is in Texas. I'm from Texas. I don't live in Texas anymore, but I'm a Texan. You probably can hear my accent that I have a southern drawl. That's because I'm from Texas. Okay, so what was I saying? I completely forgot. So she had to divorce him so she could get help, because she still had like 4 kids at home that she had to take care of. So to get like food stamps and to get that kind of help, she had to divorce him. So she did what she had to do, and then she got back on her feet, and then she got a job and was able to get off the benefits, but she had to divorce him. And so when you watch somebody like that, like the effects of alcohol, it hurts to watch, you know. It's a rough thing. And I don't wish anybody to drink themselves to death, because I've seen the effects, and I watched somebody have to live with the consequences of their actions, and I don't wish that on anybody. Okay, so if you are struggling with any type of addiction, I do hope that you get help and you can get through it and you can overcome. So please try to overcome and reach for help, because there's help out there and you're not alone, and it's okay that you have an addiction. Lots of people have them. Okay, it's kind of normal at this point to have an addiction. So, and it's so easy to pick one up. You're not alone. Lots of people pick them up. I mean, you can just get injured and pick up an addiction because you get addicted to painkillers accidentally. And then next thing you know, you're on heroin, because they stop giving you the pills, but you're addicted to them. I mean, I've watched shows about that. So it can happen to anybody. And that's okay that you have one. I mean, no shame in it, really. There's no shame. Okay, I'm going to move on to the tarot card reading now. Okay. All right, Aries. We're going to find out about what's going on with the person on your mind. Okay. Spirit, can you tell me about Aries? We have a King of Pentacles. All right. Okay. So maybe some of you are dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Which, okay. We have a Six of Pentacles. We have Death. Okay, Death is in your energy twice. Well, no, this is the person on your mind. So, Death is in your energy and their energy. Okay. So, they also could be a Scorpio. So, maybe both of you are changing. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. Or going through an ending. Well, that's a change too, an ending. Okay. Okay, what I'm getting initially, but I'll have to clarify it because these cards can take a turn. Okay, what I'm getting initially is the person on your mind, this King of Pentacles, they're feeling generous when it comes to you, Aries, because they've gone through some type of transformation, some type of big ending in their life, and now because of this ending or change in them, they're really thinking about their past with you. Okay? So you're very much in their thoughts. They have fond memories of you. They're dwelling on your connection, is what I'm getting. But we shall clarify the situation we find here. Okay, can you clarify the King of Pentacles, please? Can you clarify? Oh. We have an Ace of Pentacles. So this person possibly wants a new start with you, a second chance possibly. They want to give to you. The person on your mind wants to give. They're feeling generous. They're feeling like they want something with you that's meaningful. Okay. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Okay. We have regret. So the person on your mind regrets. Okay, they want this. So now they want to give to you properly. So in the past, they didn't give you what you deserved. There was something unbalanced when it came to the relationship. Someone was giving more than the other person. Someone was maybe more in it than the other. So possibly the person on your mind had one foot in and one foot out. They just weren't there for you like you wanted them to be. Okay, and now they regret that. They are disappointed in themselves. They feel like they let you down, and they let themselves down with that Five of Cups. So emotionally, they're feeling guilty. They're feeling weighed down emotionally. Can you clarify death? Okay. So I feel like the person on your mind has had some type of ending when it comes to a relationship. They could be a Scorpio or a Gemini. So the person is experiencing some type of ending when it comes to a relationship, for sure. And possibly, maybe they had outdated thinking when it came to you, and they've changed their thinking. So maybe one of you was bisexual and one of you was homosexual. And this person, maybe they thought that they couldn't be open with your relationship, because the Lovers also speaks of sexuality. So maybe they've changed their mind when it comes to their sexuality, that maybe they're feeling like they can be open with their sexuality. So that could apply to some of you, not all of you, but possibly your person has changed when it comes to being open with their sexuality. So that's a possibility. But I feel like for the majority of you, this person has ended some type of connection, love connection that they had. Okay, can you clarify the Six of Cups, please? Okay, so they're really thinking about the connection they had with you, and maybe your connection made them feel at home. Maybe it makes them feel like a little kid in some respects. Like, maybe you bring out the softer side of this person with the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. Maybe you make this person feel in a way that most people don't make them feel. Like, there could be like a little bit of innocence to you with the Six of Cups. Like, you have a purity to you. Like, you see things in a positive mindset and not a negative one. And this person misses your energy. For a lot of you, they really miss the way you make them feel and your personality. Okay? And possibly, maybe you've known this person when you were children even. For some of you, you possibly could have known this person from a young age, or maybe from when you were teenagers. Okay, that could be for some of you what this card is telling me as well. So this is a connection that's been going on for a while. You could have been high school sweethearts for some of you. Okay. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this person now with the Queen of Pentacles, they want to give you what they failed to give you in the past. They want to tell you how they feel with the Queen of Pentacles. They want to show you that they can be emotionally available to you, that they can be nurturing, and they want to heal the situation between you two. So they want to tell you how much they care about you with the Queen of Pentacles, and they're going to tell you that you can rely on them with the Knight of Pentacles, that this time things are going to be different. I'm going to show up. I'm going to put in the work. I'm here to stay. I know it took me a long time to get here, to get to this place, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow. They might say that. I know I should have stepped up sooner and be what you wanted me to be, but now I'm going to be. I'm going to be what you deserve, is what this person is going to tell you. Okay, when they ask for this another chance with you. That's something along those lines is what they might say. Okay, can you clarify the Five of Cups, please? All right. So I think this person realizes that they acted a fool and that they made so many mistakes. Okay? And they didn't, when they should have given, they were stingy. Okay? And they know that you are worth investing in. They do know that. And they see, so I feel like all of this regret they have is going to cause them to do something spontaneous. The regret and the loss of you is creating within this person some type of action. So their foolishness, they know they were foolish. They know they've made mistakes. But they also know that they gotta, if they want to fix it, then they gotta take a leap. They gotta rectify, they gotta fix it. Okay, so they might be putting some blind faith in praying and hoping that you are in a forgiving mood, is what I'm getting. Okay, so they're in a bad place, but also they haven't lost all hope. There's still some optimism with this person that there's still a possibility to get you back. Clarify the Lovers, please. Clarify the Lovers. We have the Devil. Okay. So I feel like the person on your mind has ended a love connection in their life that was toxic, that was unhealthy, that was karmic. Okay? That they're ending something that was not good for them. Okay? So maybe they went towards something that was shiny. But not all that glitters is gold, right? But some people have to learn the hard way when it comes to life. And I've had to learn the hard way too. Sometimes I'm as stubborn as they come, and you can't tell. In the past, I was the type of person sometimes you couldn't tell me anything because I already knew. And some people are just like that. You can tell them all you want, but they know, so don't bother. Don't waste your breath kind of people. Okay? So maybe this person was like that, but they've changed. They're ending something that was not good for them. So they've wised up a little bit, the person on your mind. They've lived and they've learned type of energy. Okay. Tell me about the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. Okay. Clarify the High Priestess. Clarify the King of Cups. Clarify the King of Cups. Okay. All right. I feel like you're coming out as the High Priestess here, Aries. So maybe your person was unsure of you. There was a lot. Maybe there was a lot of unknowns or something mysterious about you. Okay? And this person was conflicted on where to give their love, because I'm getting the King of Cups and then the Five of Wands. So I think there was competition too. So if there was competition on where this person should give their love. Okay? Well, let me clarify. Tell me more about this High Priestess, please. Tell me more about this High Priestess. Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about the High Priestess. Okay. You are coming out as the High Priestess. This person thinks that you could be a parent, because I got the Empress clarifying the High Priestess, and then I've got the Knight of Wands. So they want to make you a love offer. This person is following their heart, and they want to make you Aries. So obviously they think that you're very spiritual. You're very tapped into your spirituality. Maybe you two had a spiritual connection. Okay? Maybe you are twin flames. And maybe you're a parent, and they might find you to be intimidating with the High Priestess and the Empress card. So maybe you intimidate this person a little bit, because you're coming out as the ultimate. This is like the ultimate pairing, the High Priestess and the Empress. This is somebody who is like a cut above. You're a cut above the rest here, Aries. Okay? But this person does want to make you a love offer. Okay? But in the past, this person was conflicted on, and there could have been competition too, about where to give their love. And so they could have been a water sign too. Okay? And there's people could be fighting about you, Aries, because this person is getting out of some toxic relationship, and one of the reasons why they are is because them and the person they were with fought about you. There was arguments, and your name was brought up. Okay? Is what I'm getting. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this person is going to give you the love that maybe they're going to come at you correctly, and they're going to try to be the person that they know you deserve with the Queen of Cups. Okay? And they're going to show up. They want to show up for you, and they want to give to you, and they want to prove that they can earn back your trust, and they can earn back what was lost between you two. Okay? And maybe they're getting advice from someone they trust, someone wiser than them, and they're following their higher self. They could be receiving signs about you with the Hierophant card. Okay? But they're trusting their intuition. They hope that you can forgive them and show them mercy with the Hierophant card. Okay? And they're going to tell you that they want like a deeper commitment with you. Maybe in the past they didn't want that. They didn't want a deeper commitment, but they're going to tell you something like that. Like, I'm serious about you, and I want us to be together. I see you in my future. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, can you clarify the Fool? Can you clarify the Fool? Okay. All right, I feel like this person has had some type of awakening when it comes to you. I'm clarifying this Fool. So this Fool has awoken or had a wake-up call when it comes to you. And they want a passionate new beginning with you. They have a lot of passion for you. This person is very much so attracted to you with the Ace of Wands. Okay, and they're going to let you know how attractive they find you. Okay. Speaking of, I need to fix my hair. My hair is kind of crazy. Okay. And they're going to say, I want to move forward in the relationship. Okay. And I want us to they might say, let's move in together with the Chariot card. Okay. They could be a Cancer. But this person is going to say something like, I want to go all in with you. I'm ready for that. Okay? I'm determined. They're going to come at you with a sense of determination, and with the Chariot card, and this person is going to make the moves. They're going to tell you, I'm going to make the needed adjustments for us to be together. So if I have to move, I'll move for you. Whatever it takes for us to be together, I'll do that. Okay. All right. Let's clarify the Devil, please. Can you clarify the Devil? Okay. So it could be that this person, it could mean two things, this Three of Pentacles. It could mean that this person is ending, they're definitely ending a relationship that they had that was karmic, that had a lot of toxic elements to it, and it was unhealthy for them. Okay? And maybe also they're getting away from friends that are also toxic. So this person could be like really cleaning up their life is what I'm getting. So they're ending a relationship, and they're ending, they're changing their friend group, because their friend group is also toxic. And their friends could have given them bad advice when it comes to you. They could have told them to choose the other person, but it was for bad reasons that their friends told them this. Okay, so I feel like this person is ending they're like transforming their whole life. The person on your mind is what I'm getting. But I need to clarify the Three of Pentacles. Okay, let me see. Can you clarify the Three of Pentacles? Okay. Yeah, I feel like your person has had some toxic ties in their life. Okay, their friends they have karmic friends. And these friends have created a lot of burdens for these people. Their friends are no good, and they have taken advantage of your person. They have led them astray. They have talked them into things that are not good for them. Okay? And this is all part of your person's karma. So your person could have picked up, probably has picked up really bad behavior, and they could have addictions because of the people that they've hung around with. But this is all due to cause and effect. Okay? If you hang around people who are doing drugs all the time and drinking all the time and what have you, then you're going to pick up those habits. Okay? And so your person could be weighed down because of the people that they let themselves get involved with. But I feel like they're trying to fix their life. So they are trying to fix this situation. Okay? And then they're going to make a move towards you with the Chariot card. Okay? So they're doing what they need to do. So I feel like your person is cleaning up their life currently. Okay? But I think it's been tough for them to do, and they're still in the process of doing it in some ways, especially when it comes to their friends. Okay? All right, I think that's the reading. I'm going to do what is upcoming for you when it comes to love. What's upcoming? All right, so someone is going to make you an offer, and they might try to ask for your forgiveness and tell you that they've changed, is what I'm getting with the Page of Cups. Upcoming. Tell me what else is upcoming. Okay, so I feel like some of you are moving forward with your life and on to something else. So some of you are going to be entering new relationships upcoming, okay? And you're going to put in the work when it comes to these relationships. And when you do that, things are just going to come to you with the Empress card. So I feel like upcoming, a lot of you are going to enter new relationships, okay? And you're focused on your growth, you're focused on learning, and you've recognized now who you are and what you want, a lot of you. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, I have this deck that I made myself. Let's pull from that. Oh, it says, you have ascended. So it says, I walked away from the best thing that ever happened to me. So for some of you, that's how this person feels. I'm a witch. I control with spells. So for some of you, could have been dealing with somebody who is a witch. Or could have been a warlock. Whatever. I'm in misery. Then we have Sagittarius. So maybe a Sagittarius is in misery that you know. We have mistake, full. We have I'm obsessed with you. I've never felt like this. We have people usually don't walk away from me. You don't know what you have until you lose it. I'm so immature, I need to grow up. We have, you turn me on, I want you so much. We have getting tarot card readings, or getting tarot readings. So someone could have got a reading on you. We have karmic lessons. So for some of you, this was a lesson. We have everything you touch turns to gold. All right. We have lucky. So some of you are going to get real lucky and everything you touch is going to turn to gold. I don't love myself. So maybe you were dealing with someone who doesn't love themselves, which is really bad. It's really harmful. When you don't love yourself, you're going to make the worst decisions possible for yourself. We have blessings headed your way. All right. So, good things are coming for you, Aries. Please give me a second chance. And we got that in the reading. We've got Leo. So some of you are dealing with a Leo. We have porn addiction. We have, I'm going to jail. So for some of you, your person could be going to jail because of their friends. Dominant. I'm a very jealous person. Okay, so some of you are dealing with a dominant person. Okay, and not dominant in the, like, could be dominant in the bedroom and dominant in the bad ways. We have light workers. So some of you are a light worker. You bring the light wherever you go. You're high vibing. You're positive. That's good. We have, please don't reject me. Okay, and on the bottom we have, I'm in a great place in my life. So that could be you guys. Or maybe your person's getting there. Okay? But I feel like that more so would be some of you. Okay, let's get some, we'll end with some sweet tea. Okay, we're going to get some sweet tea. Okay. We have exploring, testing the waters, or still looking for the right one. So some of you are still looking. We have enduring bond, put your family first and spend time together. We have right timing, have faith and wait until you find the right one. We have true acceptance, find strength in unique views and grow together. We have two sides, navigate the delicate balance of give and take. We have fan the flames, doing what it takes to keep the passion alive. And I dropped it. We have enchanted whisper, listen to your heart and take a chance on love. All right. So that's the full energy. So some of you are just going to go take a chance elsewhere. We have power balance, have mutual respect and shared responsibilities. So I think when you respect somebody, that's when the relationship really goes places. It's when two people don't respect each other, that's when it gets bad. Strong roots, building a foundation of trust with someone. Okay. We have divine match, following your destiny and a love that's meant to be. So some of you have a divine match that's in your destiny. We have hidden desires. There's someone else or a fantasy that's unfulfilled. Secret tempted affair. Okay. So some of you could have been an affair. You could have been a secret. Or maybe someone has a lot of sexual fantasies. Okay. We have back and forth, changing your mind or being confused emotionally. Okay. So someone's wishy-washy and that doesn't make for a good partner. Calmer waters, getting rid of upheaval and leaving the drama behind. So some of you are like in the full energy and you're leaving the drama behind. You're ready to start new and fresh and just take on life and see what's out there. Okay? So you're moving to calmer waters. All right. Let's get a few more and then we'll end. We have baby steps. Take your time and build your love slowly with care. So take your time. Beyond compare. Comparing new partners to past experiences. So some of you, there's no comparison. You're the best. We have having a brief affair or a rocky relationship. So some of you just, could have been a rocky relationship or a brief one. We have embrace change. Through challenges, true connection can flourish. So some of you are just going to change what you, and move forward. We have stay vigilant. Set clear boundaries to ensure your well-being. All right. So whatever you want, just let it be known. Put it into the universe. Let the person know. And then that will help you get what you really want. All right, Aries, thank you guys so much for watching.